it's going to be Aquatic Bunny Luau versus Legence, I presume is how they want me to pronounce it.
Yeah, you got to get the French pronunciation in there.
Exactly.
Yeah, both of these really cool teams. A lot of info that we have for both of them. Aquatic Bunny Luau, technically being a pickup, but they all know each other, so they still have that synergy. And then Legence, is that how it's supposed to be?
I presume so.
Yeah. Legence, also technically a pickup, but of members that know each other. And so both of these teams are going to have that synergy, that history, the team play that they need.
Indeed. I mean, Legence, these are, like, they technically come from two separate teams, but they're two teams that were very close together. Specifically, it's INKD, on which Batson and Deceased were on, and then Cold Coral, Astra and Coffee were on. And those were both kind of, you know, real mid-level staples for a while there, around like 2022, 2023.
Yeah, they have both disbanded now, but all the members still keep in contact. They're still friends. And apparently this exact group of people, they hadn't played together like exactly until a couple months before Riptide, in preparation for Riptide specifically. So they've got a little bit of prep. They know what they're doing.
Indeed. Meanwhile, Aquatic Bunny Luau, we've got the team is comprised of members from Aquatic Vanguard, Sea Bunny Plush, a team that won Division 3 in the previous season of Ludi, as well as a member of the old team Luau, who was a real, again, mid-level staple, but much older, around like 2020 to 2021. So, you know, Katya has been around for a while, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, and I'm actually wondering, isn't J King not here?
No, he's on stage right now.
Or had to, okay. Because I thought I was supposed to do this, whatever. I think I've been misinformed of the whereabouts of J King, but we have the whole team on stage, so it's totally fine.
Indeed.
I do want to take a look at these maps that we have coming up. Got a set that's a first and fifth game tower control, very fun there. We're going to start on Inkblot Tower, classic map mode. Then we're going to move to Mahi Zones, which I have a lot of feelings about Mahi Zones, and none of them are very positive, but that's just, I don't like playing Mahi Zones. I'm fine watching it. I don't like playing it. So I'm glad I'm not playing it.
No, I'm just kidding.
No!
But it's a map I'm kind of split on, but
yeah.
I think it's just because I've learned how to play it, actually.
That's
but
fair, yeah.
That's just me. And, I mean, we don't really need to talk much about TC Inkblot. Regarding these specific players, though, so Batson, I mainly know for being a really strong mini player, and same with Deceased on Nautilus. So, I mean, those are really good at, like, fighting head-on. Like, maybe not so much for, like, tackling objective here specifically, but I don't know. I think that Legence is going to be real strong in just the raw mechanics department.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Aquatic Bunny Luau is probably going to be strong in terms of, like, adapting to various map modes.
Right, and so you've got two of these different skill sets. They're going to come together here. Tower, Inkblot, a classic we all know and maybe not necessarily love, but it's here. We're going to load to the match, see what we got. That gold dynamo, I'm very, very excited for that. And C-Jet, I love C-Jet. Or, well, I love Splatoon 2 C-Jet, but... and we got the crowd already hyped up, shouting, ready, go. The atmosphere in this room is intense. We are going to get this tower game up and running.
Yeah, I'm seeing that Legence doesn't really have like a pure frontliner. The closest thing they have is the Splatana Wiper. Nautilus already pushing up and kind of punishing the charger on the side of Aquatic Bunny Luau. Mid-control slowly going into the favor of Legence here, and that's already a full wipeout.
Oh,
and
man.
Legence, Deceased is wasting no time getting on top of Bats. That's a really strong position to be in, and they're close to that triple splash in as well. That's basically like at least one free pick. Never mind.
Oh, not quite. Not if they can't get that splash enough, but we do have Coffee on the Wiper getting one pick, unfortunately getting taken out. The jump is going to come in with the splashdown. That is actually 3 down on the side of Aquatic Bunny Luau, and so this push is going to continue on going. Sito trying to get the pick there, does get one before they are caught out. Deceased again going down on the tower, not quite finding what they want, so they head up. They to that second checkpoint, aren't able to make any progress on it. Still a relatively strong first push out here from Legence.
Most definitely. And yeah, that's a pretty good first push because you've still got that whole first checkpoint to go through. And Legence has been coming out so strong with the aggression so far, and that hammer is going to do quite a lot for them, I'm sure of it. But here we have Sinnoh frontlining and doing a good job of taking out the members. If they can get this kill on any, like if they can get any picks on plat right now, that would be huge. But Katia holding up the back end, they're making their way to this first checkpoint.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
no, they might very well take lead here. It's just the Zap player pushed all the way back, and indeed, that's going to be lead for Aquatic Bunny Luau.
Yeah, Crow getting that really nice pick there, and that cooler is going to be so important for their team. You can see Sinnoh joining there up on the, I believe that's up on the plat area. The stamp cancel is going to be so important here, and Katya's just holding down that tower. Really nice vertical flicks. The tri-strike is coming out. We are at checkpoint 3. Aquatic Bunny Luau has so much momentum right behind them. That's 2 down on Legence. They are heading up on that checkpoint. We've got the whale, and we've got 3 down. Sinnoh on that gal, the only one remaining. Coffee's going to take that tower and bring it back to mid with that gal going down. That is the delayed wipe with 3 points remaining. So Aquatic Bunny Luau has set that bar extremely high for Legence, but they still have a chance to push this back.
Yeah, Sinnoh was frontlining that entire time, but yeah, very impressive lead here. But Crow's not giving up, getting a very clutch kill on that hammer, and they're not letting up.
Absolutely. Again, this rail, this position, so important here. You can see the bomb spam. Those suctions are going to be deadly. They have that cooler as well. I heard the stamp noise. There's the stamp being thrown, but we have the tri-strike coming right back after. The triple splashdown. Deceased getting that nice pick there, taking back a little bit more control of the tower so Legence can finally start breathing, start getting back into mid, but they have to respect that charger. The charger has so much area control. If they can't get the pick on them, mid is going to be so much harder to take. And that is what Astra is trying to do here, force that charger to give up this area.
Yeah, but Sinnoh here on the inside gets a nice pick, and the members of Legence are getting very, flushed out here at the moment, and Sinnoh all the way up in the plat. Coffee's in for an unfortunate surprise, but Sinnoh's not down yet.
Yeah, we got Katya on that Dynamo as well. Sinnoh not quite getting that pick, but still they have this presence, they have this team play. That is exactly what's needed. And that tower, again, Aquatic Bunny Luau on the offensive. That tower is all the way up to this plat area. Ooh, that is 3 down with that splashdown, and incredible play right there. I believe that was Deceased that had the splashdown, yes?
Yes, that's the only splashdown weapon in the lobby.
Yeah. Well, now we have the mid control that they need. They're going to start being aggressive. They're going to start pushing up. But you notice they haven't gotten up to that plat yet. And the members of Aquatic Bunny Luau are already back and in position. Katya especially getting forced down from the clam with that stamp throw. But they still are up there, still protecting that plat. We have Batson there on the tower. But they're going to have to watch for Sinnoh's aggression here, especially on that gal. They do go down. That's very important there.
Indeed, and Batson's putting on quite a lot of pressure as well with that siege at Coffee doing a great job on the ledges as well, but Crow coming in and cleaning up, and that's just Deceased left on the side of Legence, forced to back up here, and they're under quite a lot of pressure from that Charger and Dynamo as well. Just a little more than 30 seconds left in this game. Aquatic Bunny Luau already starting up another push. They're not content to just stall mid out, and they have the triple strikes and cooler out, so they can really just be as aggressive as they want here. Yeah,
we saw all 4 specials, Whale, trip strikes, cooler, chumps, all get popped there. Coffee getting a nice stamp pick, looking for the throw, doesn't quite make it, but Katya's down as well. Astra's gonna go for that tower. Jakin gets shut out. That's 3 down there, and so Legence is gonna take that tower. 10 seconds remaining. This is the overtime push they need. They have 2 specials on lock right now. You just know that splashdown from Deceased is going to be extremely instrumental, but losing the Nautilus before they can handle the splashdown, that's really unfortunate. Oh, that's 2 down. Splatter scope looking for the pick. The trip strikes are going to come out. Those are the GG's trip strikes. There is the tower, and there is the game.
Yeah, that triple splashdown almost came up huge, but it just wasn't quite enough. J King got a clutch snipe, I want to say, and then Crow and Sinnoh just did a really good job of keeping up the fighting. So yeah, just very good coordination from Aquatic Bunny Luau all around.
Absolutely. Just continuing to be on that offensive, not letting Legence have a chance to collect themselves and switch from defense to offense. Really keeping up the pressure that whole match.
Indeed. Kind of interested to see if we'll see that gold dynamo once again here on Mahi zones, because I think that's just kind of a stronger zones kit all around, you know?
Yeah, that's definitely fair. And I mean, again, they command so much turf, so much area that having that control that has to be respected on zones is a really great asset for their team.
Very much so. And I mean, also, just I don't know if Cooler is necessarily quite so essential on zones, so to say. So, and also just having that lethal bomb. Splat Bomb is just not anything that you'll be like, dang, I really wish I had something else right now. Like,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, Splat Bomb, classic. We have one on stream with us right now.
Yes. And
it's right here, guys.
my only question is how Legence may switch up their comp to adapt. Because I think Gold Knot could be good here with, well, I guess we can see it right here. We've got the heavy edit, maybe? I don't know. I'm not going to say it until we're in the match. So the Gold Nautilus, triple splashdown can be pretty good for just getting zone back in an instant.
Right.
Meanwhile, the other members, I think Wiper could be pretty strong. I don't know. They might not go with the C-Jet. I think Mini could be very strong because Mini isn't like a top tier by any means, but I feel like its whole shtick is just kind of insane because it's really solid at fighting and painting. And the only real downside, I guess, is that it's kind of slow in comparison to other weapons.
Yeah, with the Splatling charge mechanic, even though the charge up is really fast, it does kind of force you to slow down a little bit in your playing. Still, though, like you said, its gimmick, its bit is really strong. So I do want to see it come out here, I'm going to be honest. Hopefully.
Right. Coming into the game here, you know, whenever it feels like it. Thank you.
Come on, we're at a land. We're not supposed to have connection issues. Yeah, head it.
I wish that were the case. But yes, we've got the Edit Nouveau with the Crab Tank, and it seems like Legence is not changing up their comp at all. We've still got the sort of double anchor, not in the sense of backline, but just whatever. It's still running a relatively slow comp. Yeah,
and again, of course, anchor and backline being two different things, one being a team role and one being technically position on the map. We've got some early picks that two down on both sides, actually, but that the first pick goes to Legence, but Aquatic Bunny Luau is going to come in and get that. They have the cooler out as well. That is the lead for them. You can see Sinnoh here in a pretty nice position, looking to gain some more ground, especially with Crow coming out on this Zuka. Not quite getting the pick, and also Sinnoh going down, but they are still looking to go forward. Having that cooler boost gives you, and having the increased respawn time can give you that confidence that you really need. A couple of different picks there to seize there with the triple splash down onto the ledge. You know that is not what they wanted, but very, very unfortunate there.
Yeah, J King just barely getting caught out, but the stamp throw able to pretty easily shift things into the favor of Legence here.
Nice
and
pick.
Batson getting another pick as well with that C-Jet, forcing the other members of Aquatic Bunny Luau to jump out. So now's the part where you take space and build your specials. Get some paint around you while you're at it.
Yeah, and they are painting. I don't know about how much space they're taking. Again, to be fair, this is Mahi, so that's about as much as you can get before the water level goes down. We got the J King coming out here on the Crab. And I believe we also have the Chumps coming out, so that is going to bring zone over to Aquatic Bunny Luau. Now it is a matter of holding this zone. They head it out here. Going to do some really nice damage. That's one pick. Looking for the second. Some funny pincer plays. Oh, and that is the wipeout. I got a little jump scared by that stamp throw there. But again, you can see Sinnoh there immediately, followed by Crow. They do go down, though, almost a little overconfident, but that speed is really, really what they need to take those areas. Very good. So very good, I think, ideas happening there.
It's very true. Aquatic Bunny Luau is out of penalty now, widening that gap a little bit. But again, that triple splashdown is basically a free zone cap if you're fast enough with it. But Crow getting a nice pick in conjunction with the other teammates, as well as a double on top of that, doing a very good job of shutting down that push from Legence. They're going to continue to hold space just a little bit more. Katya here is opting to hang around mid here rather than really stay up under those ledges, which I guess that makes sense considering how much paint Legence has, because if Dynamo gets out-painted, then it's kind of stuck.
Yeah, and you do not want to get stuck. I'm sure they know that. You can see they're going to back up just a little bit here. Hang on, keep control of that zone. Astra here looking for an opening. There's two down on the side of Aquatic Bunny Luau, but still, they are maintaining control of this zone, especially with that cooler right there. Slowly, though, as the members of Legence trickle in, they're going to look to get picks, but that is still one. We've got one down on both sides. Score, the zone does flip, but that is a nice double from Crow. So although we have a little bit of penalty on the side of Aquatic Bunny Luau, it's not that much, and it's ticking down very, very quickly. Legence again on that back foot, trying to build special, trying to find an opening to get back into the zone here.
Yeah, that was a delayed wipe on the side of Legence, and the members are all bunched together in their spawn, and that's very bad, especially when you've got a Zuka. Now, it only got one pick, but still. Triple splashdown, though, not able to get much done. They do take out J-King right before they get the crab tank. They've got one shot left at this, and it's just Batson. If Katya and Crow can get this down, it's a trade. That's probably game.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to make it to the zone in time. All these suction bombs coming out, they're going to, yeah, that trade at the end sealed it. My goodness.
Yeah, that was just, again, really strong job from Aquatic Bunny Luau of just shutting down everything that Legence did, like, pretty much as soon as it came up.
Yeah, those shutdowns just, I mean, because we saw a little bit of that back and forth of teams having zone, but I think the difference in what we saw there is Aquatic Bunny Luau holding control of mid, but also pushing forward and taking area in front of that zone, making it so much more difficult for Legence to try and come back into the zone. They had to take more time to paint special. And then you pointed out the clumping up at the end there, which probably enabled the Zuka to get that pick.
It's true. I'm honestly surprised it was only just one pick.
That's true, yeah. I saw the first pick around the ledge, and then the second shot went, and I was very surprised that that one specifically didn't get anybody. It came very, very close.
It's very true. I also kind of noticed how we didn't have Sinnoh on kind of the frontline shooter anymore. We let Crow take that position.
Yeah, I think they did a couple of times. You saw them hop up on that block and go into the higher positions immediately, but they got taken out a couple times. And so I do wonder if that caused them to fall back and give that role to Crow a little bit more this time.
Yeah, there was they were completely flexible off of each other. So that's something you definitely want to have if, I don't know, one of your teammates feels like going zap.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just is what it is. But moving into Game 3, let's see if Aquatic Bunny Luau can kind of keep up this momentum. We've got Rainmaker Scorch Gorge right off the top. I think that this might favor Legence's comp just a little bit more. We're actually going to go, okay, no, we're not going Coolerless. We've got the heavy edit vanilla.
Right. Yeah, I love vanilla heavy edit. We got that cooler on lock.
And indeed, same comp once again for Legence. Not really sure of the vision here, but you know, I'm sure they're making it work as best they can.
Yeah, I do wonder how that C-Jet is gonna feel, just because sometimes Jet can be a little bit slower than other like anchor backline options. But it does offer some increased mobility over options. It really just depends on how you want to play it. Forcing that jump out there, the jumps are coming out though. Again, you know, you have that storm out here. It's really just a firefight for mid control. Taking that Dynamo out is really, really important because you free up the space that the Dynamo originally had control of, and Legence is looking strong here. All the members of Aquatic Bunny Luau forced a little bit back outside of mid. That's a great pick on Sinnoh there. They're going to have to watch out for the Zuka. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, and they've survived all the shots. If Coffee can get some picks here with the Wiper, the Stamp, that splash down there, everything's getting thrown out, but they don't have the Rainmaker yet. They have just picked it up. That's a really nice 3 down on the side of in favor of Legence. They're going to take this, get popped, and hopefully run this up for as many points as they can. A little bit stuck on the enemy ink here, though.
Yeah, that was a delayed wipe on the side of Aquatic Bunny Luau here, and they're still in a man disadvantage here. J-King's in a pretty good spot, though, to maybe defend this, but still all the way down to 21, and we're just barely over a minute into the game here. And you're still losing your frontliners.
Absolutely, yeah, that whale was really nice to sit defense, but that gal down is going to delay them coming back, and they're still, oh my goodness! Oh, Katya running out of ink at exactly the wrong moment, and Deceased running for that, gonna get taken out because of the members on high alert, but all the way down to 8 is gonna be really hard to clear. That bar is now high for Aquatic Bunny Luau. We have 3 minutes and change for them to do it, and so now Legence just has to hold defense for that amount of time.
Oh, for sure. And not to mention mid-control almost entirely in the favor of Legence. And they keep punishing the members of Aquatic Bunny Luau, jumping out. And the bomb kill on top of that. And you're so close to that
missed. Oh my goodness. That toxic miss right there, I think probably assisted the bomb kill just because, you know, that movement slowed down. And Deceased is going to pick up this Rainmaker and just hold it in mid. We have the Whale here, so I do think they're going to go down. But they still get a Rainmaker pick. All of these picks that are going out. I mean, every pick, like only Katya's left right now. Even trades right now are still favoring Legence just because of the lead that they have. They need that manpower less than Aquatic Bunny Luau.
that was the start of something potentially very huge there for Aquatic Bunny Luau, but just kind of
Three
ending up
down.
in trains, and it's just J King left again, but he's still frontlining. He's
Woo!
able to break free, and he's probably going to end up jumping out, but no, he's still fighting,
Oh
and he
my
gets
gosh.
the kill on the wiper.
Yeah, J King finding 2 picks before jumping out and popping Cooler as well. Oh my goodness, we love to see the frontline heavy edit when it's needed. Having that flexibility in playstyle is so important, but now they still have to clear the members of Legends out of mid because you can see, like you said, that control is still solidly in their hands. We are just under 2 minutes left. Right now we have that whale, we have the chumps coming out, so a lot more area going to try and go to Aquatic Bunny Luau here as they make their way out, but they have to watch out for disease. Nice pick there, the triple splash down, Sinnoh avoiding it and gonna wail on Coffee. Coffee has that Stamper though, and gonna take them out. Stamper throw right into mid. Legends is not giving up control that easily.
Yeah, but we can see Aquatic Bunny Luau is doing a pretty good job of fighting back here. Coffee, though, with a very clutch pick.
3
And
down.
I take that back. That's a delayed wipe on the side of them.
Man,
so
yeah.
now they just have to keep pushing and make sure they have just as much mid control as they did previously, because, you know, they had them completely locked in at a moment there.
Yeah, 2 down again on the side of Aquatic Bunny Luau, and now they are just solidly on the defense. You can see J King again in that really nice defensive position, but that is not where they want to be because every second they spend in this configuration is one that they can't have on attack. Asher going up on the offensive, gonna get taken out here, but Disease is already around, what, the 20-point mark again? And so Rainmaker gonna get taken out, but they've lost the head it. It's just every time that they're able to come back to take a little bit of control on the Rainmaker, they don't have a full team, which makes it so much harder to take that momentum and get something started. But this is the beginning of something that they need. Sinnoh with that whale pick, looking for something more. Nice wall placement this way, but they are pincered and they get taken out. We've got 30 seconds left, and I'm not sure what they're gonna do.
Deceased doing a great job of cleaning up here. The triple splashdown resulting in a triple for them ultimately. It's just Sinnoh left in spawn here. They really only have one shot at this. They would need to basically play absolutely perfectly in order to have a chance of contesting this lead right now.
Yeah, you can see Sinnoh trying to use those wall plays, but gonna get taken out. Throw here also, the torpedoes forcing them back, and that pop is fully on the side of Legends. We got that Zuka coming out, but I think they got that just a little bit too late, and now our set is 2-1.
Things are really starting to heat up now. Yeah, Legends really did not want to go out that easy. And maybe it was also a case of Aquatic Bunny Luau maybe kind of, you know, just taking a little bit slower that game.
Maybe,
but
yeah.
Yeah, in that regard. And honestly, the comp change was not really the issue here. I think J King was doing very well in that heavy edit.
Yes.
But, you know, I think it was just a matter of maybe they just couldn't win their fights initially and things just spiraled out of control from there.
Yeah, we had a lot of, like you said, initial individual fights lost, and then I think just mid, I don't think really ever left the hands of Legends that game, and if it did, they took it immediately back. They had specials on lock, and that was just a huge contributor in that game as well. Like, having that solid hold on mid, enabling them to have resources to continually push again and again, keeping, or no, not, sorry, in the hands, yes, keeping Aquatic Bunny Luau just on the back foot the whole game, not letting them breathe at all. Because if you let up the pressure, if you let that team, if you let your opponents breathe and build resources, then you have a counter push to deal with.
That's very true. I don't really expect to see any real comp changes at this point.
Right.
I think it's mainly a play style change being what Aquatic Bunny Luau kind of needs at the moment.
Yeah, I think both of these teams' comps are solid. We've seen great moments, great synergy from both of them. Like you said, it's just the way they interact with each other that both of these teams need to think about.
It's very true. And I admittedly don't remember what map we're going to next.
Well, let's take a look.
Yes.
Thank you, production. We love you.
Shout out to the TOs, for real, for real. Museum, Clan Blitz. So, yeah, I think this is a map where Legends' comp is going to be just as strong, you know, sad to say. But, you know, Aquatic Bunny Luau, if they come out as aggressive as they did in the, like that Mahi Zones game in particular, then, I don't know, I really think the set could go anywhere from here.
Also, I didn't realize that Aquatic Bunny Luau had a little sea bunny plushie on the table, but that's so cute. You'll see it the next time that we're on camera.
Wow.
All right.
Wow, it's almost like they come from the Team Sea Bunny plush. Crazy how that works.
Whoa! Yeah, that's crazy. Who knows?
Anyway, so we've got J King going back to that ZF splatter scope here. That's the only change coming out from the looks of it. Except, actually, no, we've got Crow going back onto the Zap as a result of it.
Yeah. Still have that Sea Jet.
Yes, indeed. And mid-control looking fairly split at the moment. Deceased going for an off angle. They could potentially get something huge out of this. Crow goes down to the wiper.
Ooh.
Sinnoh under a lot of pressure from that rain as well, but they somehow make it out from the jump. So you've already got a ball and stamp ready. This is potentially very huge. Oh, but that whale strike's going to push it back even further.
Yeah, I wasn't sure like how the momentum from that stamp was going to go, but then they went to throw it, and then all the specials came out, and they said no. So Lejean's getting pushed back a little bit. They still have that ball. They still have the clam economy for them, but with all of these chunks, and with J King coming out into mid here and getting that nice pick, looking for the second, that is going to be 2 down the side of Lejean's. Deceased here in a really tight spot, and also going down. So just like that, we've seen that, 1 pick. That's super nice. That, I believe, delayed wipe, and we've got 2 power clams in almost immediately, just over a minute into this game.
Yeah, and we see Sinnoh here is coming in from the top rope. Oh, they're all the way up there, but Deceased is able to deal with it anyway, presumably because of a splat bomb. But we see Crow is still up here on their plat. They don't really seem to be pushing objective. They just want to punish the members of Lejean's just a little bit more. That
Absolutely.
is a very good push for this early on.
Yeah, and Crow still being up there, keeping that presence is so, so important, because when you push, you don't want to expend all of your resources because, oh God, that was a stamp throw. I was going to say you don't want to expend everything because then you have to resist the counter push from the team coming back once they finish defending. Aquatic Bunny Luau, though, already with another ball, getting 2 picks. All of those jumps coming down around the basket. The trip strikes. That basket is now solidly under their control. We are going to get that down to 39. Kacha going back for more clams. Sinnoh there, Crow there. Sinnoh does get taken down. We have the Storm also coming out, pushing them back, but down to 30 in the first half of the game is huge.
Yeah, and the push might have ended, but none of them really died. They just choose.
Exactly.
They chose to just kind of hold mid-control as best they can, and they're still holding on to it. We see they're pretty close to the Ultra Stamp on the side of Lejean's, but aside from that, they don't have that much to push with. The triple splashdown could maybe get a lucky pick here, and we'll see that in a second. It is 2 down. Oh, but Katya on the defense with a huge flick there.
Yeah, that 180 was super nice, and that's going to go down as well in that C-Jet. We can see J King is here set up in mid, and you don't want to let the Charger do that. Kacha, unfortunately, not seeing the suction, but J King making up for it, getting that really nice pick. Just being able to be in this position gives them so much control over plat, and you can see those members of Lejean's are all just bunched up there, not able to come back into mid. Deceased trying to go down, has that triple splash down, thought they were going to get punished, but no, and now Lejean's has that momentum, getting another pick, looking to get Kacha. That's basically a net trade there, and they're going to try and make this a push, but the members of Aquatic Bunny Luau already respawned, already in control here. We have the stamp from Coffee, though, getting 1 pick, looking for 2 more, pushing them all the way back so they can't do anything. No picks there, but gonna get 1 with the main weapon anyway. That's really nice. And Coffee just so far back there. That is 3 down, though, with this Batson on the Siege at the only one remaining. They take it down to 51, which is a great push, but not quite enough. They have to make another one.
I think they had another power clan. It looked like they were about to at least tie it out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, J King, tap shot, Lord right now.
Yeah, you got backline versus backline stuck in a corner. And looks like the Charger is victorious in this case.
And he's still taking some pretty aggressive positioning here, choosing to move back a bit. And, and a huge stamp cancel too, ultimately resulting in a trade, but still, that could have gone out of hand very quickly.
Absolutely, yeah. Running over Kacha would have been huge for Lejean. As it stands, though, Sinnoh already on that plat. Batson trying to shoot him out, but you got to watch out. They are going to go down. Astra here has the power clam, so we can see another push, especially with Kacha on that dynamo down. That is huge for them and for area control. Lejean's is taking back mid. They have that tactical that is going to be really, really huge here as they start taking back, but they got to watch out for the whale. They got to watch out for the trip strikes. pushing them all the way back into mid. They are not able to take the control that they want, and Coffee here getting the wipeout though, and so they have to run in. They have that power clam. They're going to take that in. Coffee has clams on them. We are going to see if they are able to take enough clams. Deceased is going to go down though. You can see the members of Aquatic Luau are going to surge forward. They take the lead. Legends, oh my goodness, by just one clam, and so even going 3 down there, the members of Aquatic Luau are going to come out, take mid, and now we have overtime. Kacha has that clam, and they're going to have to try and push it up, but the members of Legends are there. They are ready. They have that defense on the basket on lock. The chumps are coming in. We have 2 power clams.
Oh, that's 2 down. They gotta go now.
They have to go. They have to go as fast as possible. Coffee doing everything they can, but that's one in. That's the lead.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my God, that's the wipe, and that's the lead, folks.
Now, I could see that unfolding in slow motion.
Yes.
They were doing a great job of kind of staying alive when they needed. I'm sorry. Like, they were winning fights in mid, slowly taking space and making sure they had all of the resources they needed.
Exactly.
So,
you don't think of overtime as a slow, controlled effort. You think of it as a frantic scramble for the last second. But they slowed down. They said, we win our fights in mid, we push up, we win it, we take control of the basket. We need the one clam to go in. And that is exactly what happened.
Indeed. And, you know, all things considered, they only had like a penalty of 22.
Exactly.
So they didn't really have that long to go, all things considered, and I think that was a huge contributing factor.
Oh, man.